A few days ago, former National Vice Chairman of the All Progressives Congress in the Northwest, Salihu Lukman, warned that the party, that's the APC, may face rebellion and be kicked out of office in the 2027 general election if specific issues affecting the country are not checked. Well, I have Salihu Lukman right here with me in the studios, former Vice Chairman of APC Northwest, to tell us more about that statement. Good to see you and thanks for your time. Before we get to that statement, you saw the news. You've been with me in the studio in the past few minutes. In Bayelsa State, APC is kicking that its candidate didn't get the support from the party, Timipre Silva. Then we'll get into see what is also happening in Rivers State, where the people are also asking the president to weigh in, who is, of course, the leader of the APC, but one of his ministers who's still in the PDP has been so mentioned. Let's first talk about that statement credited to you. Nigerians were, and I'm quite sure some party members were surprised that you're already saying 2027 for your party.
Well, first, thank you very much for the opportunity. I think first the statement and all the issues you mentioned are connected. The challenge facing us as a country is to make our democracy work. And unfortunately for us, what we are witnessing is a situation whereby the country is almost held by the jugular by what I call election merchants.
Election merchants?
I mean, they have reduced democracy to basically election. We are just coming out of election less than 6 months ago, and already, instead of focusing on the issue of delivering on campaign promises, we are maneuvering. It's either we are lobbying for appointment based on some calculation in terms of moving towards. Look, my argument now is that the country is exactly where it was in 2007. If you recall, in 2007, what we had was a major outcry. Votes don't count because you go to election. Even before going to election, you can predict the result, largely because internally inside our parties are not functioning. There is no political competition. You can predict who is going to emerge as a candidate for House of Assembly, who is going to emerge as a candidate for House of Reps, Senate, governorship, like that. The beauty, and let me take you to the issue, the two issues you raised. In the case of Rivers State, expectedly, the logic of democracy is that it will strengthen relationship. Unfortunately for us as a nation, since 1999, what we are having is a situation where every election produces scenario whereby relationship of critical stakeholders are damaged. And in the end, you end up with a situation whereby it's the citizens that are at the receiving end. Right now, in Rivers State, nobody is talking about what government needs to do to make life better. Is hegemony battle between Fubara and Wike. It will go in cycle like that. Before it was hegemony battle between Wike and former Governor Rotimi Amechi. So it's going in cycle. Now, all these are happening because our parties are not functioning. You ask yourself, if all these are members of the same political party, why is the party in all of this thing? And it takes me to the issue you raised about Bayelsa State. I am in APC. One of my advocacy when I was in the National Working Committee, which pitched me against Senator Abdullahi Adamu as the national chairman, was that we are just coming out of election. And there were a lot of allegations against party leaders across the country that they did anti-party activity. If you read our constitution mandated the National Working Committee to present a report and advise the National Working Committee to take a decision, we ordinarily, even without that, it's in our enlightened interest to investigate. It's organ of the party. It's not National Working Committee is an administrative body. It only implements decisions that are taken.
So now, quickly, let me come in here so that we can bring you back. You spoke about activities of your party which perhaps may not augur well for it in 2027, and you're saying that it's less than just about 6 months after the election. The battle is towards the next election. Is this also with Rivers State for the APC? Because
I'm not sure with Rivers State. I'm not sure. I don't have much information about that, but I can talk about our party. What I think we need to do.
And again, sorry to cut you. I hope you don't lose it there. Speaking of which, Rivers State, the APC in Rivers State had also complained that they've been abandoned by your party.
Everybody is abandoned because organs are not meeting. I mean, the last meeting of National Executive Committee and National Caucus happened August 3rd and 4th. By the constitution of APC, National Executive Committee is supposed to meet every quarter, every 3 months. Can't be from August 4th and now, we are due for another meeting. Our National Advisory Council, which is the equivalent of Board of Trustees, which is supposed to serve as the conscience of the party, where assuming leaders, like the case of Bayelsa State, where they are saying candidates, they can go to National Advisory Council and seek redress. The National Advisory Council had not been inaugurated. And by the Constitution, from March 26, 2022, when we were elected into the leadership with Abdoulaye Adamu as the chairman, within 1 month, the National Advisory Council should have been inaugurated.
So what's the way forward? Because you're still a party man. You're still with the APC.
I'm still a party man.
And for people who are vocal like yourself, people are always careful.
Let me tell you what I have done. And what I have done is straightforward. Is to sit down and reflect. I will document it in a book, which is going to be launched next week, Tuesday. And I am using the book to engage party leaders, to remind them where we are coming from. His Excellency President Bola Tinubu emerged as a candidate of the party because of resilience, internal struggle. We had to stand firm and insist the right thing must be done. So if we want to sort ourselves, we must remain vigilant and insist the right thing has to be done. And it's not rocket science. Call meeting, one meeting is maybe enough to begin to shape a road map, to begin to address all the internal grievances. And why are we, democracy is about holding elected leaders accountable. Now, if you are not holding meeting, how do you hold leaders accountable? And that is why you see publicly the outcry is President Asuwaju should, what will President Asuwaju do? The best thing that should happen is if an organ of the party convene a meeting, and all these things, there are all manner of speculation. His Excellency Uke is coming to APC. Fubara may also join APC. Now, what are they coming to do when they have messed up a whole state? If APC, if truly, and this is my advocacy, we say we are a progressive party. The vision, if truly we are a progressive party, we must challenge actors in Rivers State to go and mend their relationship so that the people of Rivers State will get the benefit of this democracy. It's not a question of let's allow them to mess themselves up so that we benefit. We are not going to benefit anything, especially if election is about votes. You end up, if Wike come or Fubara come into APC, we may end up just having liability.
So
because they may not bring the votes.
Quickly, are you saying they're not welcome?
No, I wouldn't say they are not welcome because it's not my calling.
But you don't think their coming will score any good point for your party?
They are coming instead of even going to hunt for them to come. It is better we challenge them to sit down and mend their relationship so that the people of Rivers State will be better off for it.
It's a fine place for us to leave it. Saliu Lukman, former Vice National Chairman of the APC Northwest. We'll have this conversation after your book launch so that we can talk more about this.